All right, welcome back. So it is 3 days before the regional championship in Minneapolis, and we're continuing to test Rays. Dylan sent me this new list that he tried out, and so this one's a lot different than the versions of Rays of the past that we've been playing so far. So there is no more sacrifice package in the deck. There's no Bartolome's, there's no more Market Gnomes, there's none of that. There's no Zahir. And instead, the deck is much more going into life gain package. So it's 4 of Amalia. We've got Case of the Uneaten Feast here as another life gain source. That's also I mean, it's not really a raise because you have to pay for all the creatures, but it's at least kind of similar to that. There's more like card advantage with Enduring Innocence. There's Hand Disruption with Deep Cavern Bat. Sinkhole Surveyor is in the deck now. So I'm kind of curious how this works, considering like there's still obviously the Ellis plan here, but no actual way to like sack your board, kill your opponent. The mana base, we're now up to 22 lands, including Manlands and Great Irration City. That's something. And I don't have a sideboard yet, so I just threw together the stock sideboard that I've been playing so far, but just with some changes. So obviously, like this version has 2 Cathar Commandos in the main and 1 Knight Errant in the main. So, and the voices are in the main, so that frees up some sideboard slots. So I'm just playing this. Anyway, I asked Dylan how this felt, and he said it feels a lot better than the previous version we're on. So I guess we're gonna see if that bears out. So with that said, let's go ahead and run this through some games and see how it goes. Let me just... What would I say is the defining card here? Face the Feast? I'll do it. Okay. Alright, this is fine. We got 1 drop into 2 drop with Rays, and Snarling Gorehounds in our hand, so, you know. Okay, Amalia, Whale. Yeah, we want that because of life gain, although it's not actually good in our hand, but... Sure. We'll keep it. Even though it makes our following turn pretty bad, because we're just going to play a Case and pass. Unless they kill Amalia. Alright, so probably Esper Pixie then. In 5 or more life, it solves. Nowhere kill Amalia. And that makes it a whole bunch better. So, Case. Play the new Amalia. Triggers. Yeah, alright, sure. Keep it. Swing! Alright, go to combat. And we got no reason to do anything, so pass. They didn't do anything on their turn 3 either. Fear of Isolation. Yeah, and then they kill Amalia. Alright. Go to combat. Swing. Hit some, I'm gonna play Ellis. Life, Prevail, then that. Free mana, very deliberate entity tracker. They're doing it main phase, so it's gonna be talent. Yeah, Focus Nightmare. Well, that sucks. Alright, well, we're gonna have to overcome that. Yeah, well, we can't wait around. We probably have to raise. Especially considering they have this in play, which means any bounce spell plus that would discard this out of our hand. I guess, like, it could be double. I don't think doing nothing this turn's worth it, though, so let's just raise back, then Amalia, then we gain a bunch of life. And Amalia triggers a bajillion times. The land. Sinkhole, Bennett. Other land. Ooh. Greater Ashen City, and another Greater Ashen City, and Sinkhole, and another Amalia out of the graveyard, and bin that, and bin that. Okay. So, yeah, it's probably better to have Cathar open. Am I supposed to shoot this, or just them? This is solved now. So let's kill Fear. And then swing here. And this is a fine trade, and then we hit the floor. This town bounce these, sure. Venom Breaker, Amalia dies. Ooh, Deep Bat. Alright, we're gonna be playing out everything, so... Hinterland... Analytes. Back this. Then we can cast 3 things. So I could cast Hinterland, Amalia, Sinkhole. Yeah, and we mostly have black sources, so Hinterland, gain life, then we go Amalia, take damage here, triggers, and then Amalia picks up lands, that, then we play Sinkhole, that can go. Man, that did work out pretty well. and that kills that. Basically, an Eat and Feast to me so far, it kind of feels the same as like Dewdrop Cure, but then it also pairs very well with Amalia. So they can animate Restless Anchorage, so attacking with Hinterland's not actually good. And I should play any guys I have before combat, so let's go with Deep Bat. Triggers. And if they want to respond, then they don't get to animate Anchorage anymore. Of course it's this town. Yeah, alright. And because they have nowhere in play, Amalia doesn't trigger. Man, that's frustrating. Alright. Take nowhere. And then, yeah, alright. So we're gonna win this. Okay. Pixie, this is a completely new version of the deck, so I'm not actually sure what to board. Because everything feels good? I don't know. Amalia's obviously way worse versus Nowhere to Run. Get Lost is probably pretty shit against them. How good's Deep Bat against them? It's probably pretty bad. They're the, like, infinite removal, just bounce your and play your removal again deck, so Deep Cavern Bat's probably not very good. So we probably want card advantage. Obviously things to kill enchantments. Cathar. I don't know, I guess we'll try that. Just reanimated an old beloved deck of mine on Arena for fun. As I went through the cards, I noticed there's so many new stuff coming out, especially alchemy cards. More cards for everyone. Whoa. Sounds like you're having fun, at least. Ooh, double Gorehounds. Excellent. Storm Chasers. Yep. Gorehound. Grim Bauble. This Soul Guide Lantern, that's a shame. Wait, they didn't attack? What? That has to be an accident. Sinkhole Surveyor. Gorehound. Yeah, we should still be surveilling. That matters more than gaining life. So play Ellis. We can bend that. Nothing. Alright, play. So if I go this into Hinterland, then I have exactly enough to convoke out Knight Errant. Sure. Play Case. Hinterland. Triggers, life gain, surveil. And that, and then convoke Knight Errant. Boren of the Third Path. Really? They brought that in just to deal with Taste of the Uneaten Feast? Okay, sure. Alright, well, swing with Boarhound, and I guess that's it. Storm Chasers. And they deliberately took damage for that. Yeah, so they have some black card that they're going to play. Alright, we will block that with Hinterland. Use trade-off, Ellis takes 1, and then they have 2 cards and we are top decking. And the problem is, like, Raise the Past is bad against them. Alright, so... I could animate an attack with Restless Fortress, and then if they have nowhere, it dies, but you know, if they have nowhere, they're just gonna, whatever, so. Sounds better than doing anything else. Animate Restless Fortress. Like, I'm not gonna play Case. I guess I could crack Case and force them to use the Soul Guide, but that sounds horrible. Swing here, and, yeah, I don't want to trade Ellis for, like, an Otter token. Yeah, there's nowhere to run, so then they block it. Oh no, they're killing Ellis. Oh, and then they can double block the fortress and it still dies because the 1/4. Why is this a 1/4? Like, it's so bad. It's just crazy how bad it is. Especially compared, like, it annoys me so much how much worse this is than the blue-black one. So they can get back no more lives, I guess. I mean... Alright. I'm not going to trade Gorehound for a Otter token, so we'll just pass to them. Well, we're drawing a whole bunch of nothing. Pixie, pick up talent, presumably. Yeah, the problem is we just got nothing going on. So, like, if I draw a Raise, it just loses to the Soul Guide Lantern. And they have a counter spell. Right, play Sinkhole. No gain of life. Fail. They're gonna do it now? Why? Why do it now? They literally don't have any reason to do it now. They could just respond. Now they have no attacks. All right, so they can pay. Let's see, swinging here is useful. Let's play Gorehound. Trigger, gain some life. Fail. Ooh. All right, keep that on top. And then they have one unknown card in hand, so it's probably best to make sinkhole into a 2-4. That way they can't just block it for free, and it also means that it's out of range of nowhere to run. Ah, the sinkhole surveil, FG. Yep. We're trying this new version. So pixie attacks. Yep, we can't block it. Alright. Amalia. Triggers. Alright, bin that. Bin that. I guess would Hinterland have been a good draw? I think it's usually better to just like keep turbo surveilling. Alright, swing with Sinkhole. Make a token. Triggers. Yeah, just keep binning them. Yeah, we don't want Felidar Cub here. Yeah, no. It's not solved yet. Entity Tracker, okay. So we're 1 mana off of being able to cast Raise through. Ooh. That's pretty rough. It is going to kill most of their stuff, though. Although they can always, if they have this town, they can always get it back whenever they want. Yeah, that's pretty darn rough. Fear of Isolation, pick up a land, and then play it again to have no more lies open. Yep. Well, let's at least play this so that if we do draw Raise, we can cast it through their lives. Here. Yeah, pick up here, draw. So if I do pop this, then they get back 2 Nowheres and 2 Stormchaser's talents. But we're just drawing nothing, so I mean, I guess we're not dead yet, but it's looking pretty rough. Yep, let me guess. They have this town and we're gonna lose the Nightmare. Or some other bounce spell, doesn't matter what. Yeah, okay. I still feel like Bat is not good. Like, they have Grim Bauble, nowhere to... Like, there's so many things. Oh, they clearly do have counters, so let's bring in this voice. What am I cutting? Let's cut Sinkhole. If an unironically citing painful quandary for Pixie, it's actually okay. Is it? Alright, ooh, that coming in tap's pretty rough, but it's still keepable. Is it better to play Gorehound on turn 1 and risk drawing the untapped land, not drawing the untapped land? Or is it better to play Ellis into a Molly? I think we just high roll drawing an untapped land, and if we don't draw it, oh well. A Pixie was nothing to pick up. Alright, well, we didn't. Combat. Alright, if this gets killed, it's better, I think, to have the redundant Ellis in play. I mean, we also have 2 Amalias as well, but whatever. No more lies? Sure. Alright, combat. Alright, let's play the redundant Amalia. Surveil. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we can't draw that because we need lands. They had nothing to play with 3 mana. Hopeless Nightmare. Alright, let's discard redundant Amalia. Yep. Oh, don't you just love playing against Scam? Don't you just love that Scam is a deck in Standard? What am I discarding this time? Probably Felidar Cub. What is the move here? I think it's definitely not Healer, so it's Ellis versus Sinkhole. I think it's Sinkhole. It blocks in the air, and we can start making stuff off of it. Surveil, finally there's a land, pass to them. I'm not trading Amalia for this Pixie. All right. I mean, they're gonna have removal or something, but let's just see. Ellis. Clear Surveil. Oh boy. Well, I want to draw that. So if I cast Knight Errant now, I don't get it. I could swing with Sinkhole, make a guy. I think I actually do bin it. If I swing this and make a guy, then they just double block and kill it. So I just play Knight Errant. Trigger. Grab these. And Ellis on the stack. Okay. Bin that. One thing I'm noticing is, so far, is from the minimal amount of games I've played, the deck seems to be able to function a lot better without Raise. It's not like you're playing all these, like, shitty one-drop creatures that don't do anything. Like, you know, Gnawing Vermin or whatever. The deck is, it seems less reliant on its graveyard than before. Entity Tracker, sure. Gonna discount this? Sure. What am I discarding? Probably Amalia. Alright, then Amalia. And we drew raise anyway. All right. So let's play sinkhole. Trigger. Put that in the yard. Put that in the yard because we're about to play Knight Errant. Okay, so who am I attacking with is the question. Probably Sinkhole Surveyor. Go to combat. Wing here and then put a counter on it. Go blocks. All right, redeploy Knight Errant. So yeah, Knight Errant. Yeah, so let's grab Enduring Innocence and Hinterland. Then Amalia triggers. There's a land. Okay, play Hinterland. Autopay. Then Ellis triggers. This Gorehound triggers. And Amalia triggers again. There's another land. Bend that. Opponent pops Nightmare. Yeah, this looks so far away. It feels like we can actually do things even when Raze isn't involved. Kieran says do what? Pick up the crappy pixie? Sure. And then what? Alright, got it. Alright, this is reasonable, even though it does suck that we don't have a 1-drop, but whatever. Nesting bot. Okay, so this is a brew. Okay, speed. It's better to play Ellis first, I guess. Dust Rose, eat the guy, sure. Okay, yeah, mana efficiency will play Enduring Innocence. Okay, apparently they, I don't know, they're just getting mana screwed or something. So they are blue-white, Mendicant Core Affinity, or maybe, I don't know. So they're a white deck, so obvious. All right, well, apparently our opponent just flat out gave up, so. Let's do a reroll. Apparently I gotta go pick up some Sinkhole Surveyors because I never bought them. In paper. Alright, this hand's fine. It does seem odd that this version of the deck doesn't have a combo finish. There's no Bartolome or other sack outlet, so if you do manage to like raise a bunch of creatures into play, there is no like, oh, Bart sacks all your stuff. I guess technically that's not true though, because if you do raise enough creatures into play, you're going to be raising life gain triggers, Amalia, and Ellis. So Amalia will eventually get to 20 counters, trigger, blow your whole board up, and then Ellis will trigger for each death. So you sort of have a combo finish in that regard. Right, way better to play Gorehound first. Is our opponent just like disconnected? What is happening? Alright, no, they haven't. Fire Bluff, Flip Spear. Okay, play Bat. Make sure that we see their hand before we surveil. Take Burst Lightning. Then Surveil. Amalia stays on top for sure. So their best move is presumably Swift Spear plus Cantrip attack. And then we untap and go Hinterland, Amalia. The life gain trigger goes off, and then we get to attack with the bat, and then we get another life gain. Whew. Hinterland, Veil, and that. Play Amalia. Trigger. Life gain. Top card's voice. Bend that. No Gorehound. Bend that one. Land here. Bat trigger. There's the land. Back to them. I did consider keeping a card on top for... It's like guaranteed that Amalia got to 4 counters, but I don't think we need to do that. Have you seen or tried the Boros Monument deck that was played in RC Bologna? I have not seen it, although I've seen tons of Monument decks. Is it like substantially different than the Monument decks that we've seen up to this point? I can take a look at that after this game. Ori Steel Cutter. Opt. So I can block the Prowess token, but not for Swift Spears. Why attack here? That makes no sense. Okay, I think we leave Amalia on defense. So I can go Sunblessed, get back Voice. Or I can take whatever's in their hand. Sunblessed for Voice sounds better. So Sunblessed and kick. Triggers. Get back. Maybe I do get back the bat. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'll get back the bat. So many triggers. Take, I mean, I don't care if they play Slick Shot. Take Sleight of Hand. Trigger, Sinkhole, we can bend that. Bend that. And gain more life. During Innocence, it does let me go next turn in Innocence into bat, so sure. Keep it. Then don't attack with Amalia, but attack with everything else. Then Amalia becomes a 6/6. May have conceded to that. All right. Okay, so Lockdown, Terror Tide, Knight Errant, Cathar. And then cutting, Get Lost. We're on defense against aggro, so I guess Sinkhole's the cut. Oh, I forgot we have voices in the main. That's fine. RC Bologna. What did the monument deck place? PG, Goldfish. Actually, I don't even... What was RC Bologna? Was it a standard format or not? Let's see. Tournament search. Name Bologna. Ultimate Guard European Magic Series Regional Championship 3 Bologna. Okay. Search for Monument. Oros Monument. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a sec. Jamie didn't get to play Saffron Olive yesterday, but you're on the next one. Yeah, I mean... I think that's pretty shit because you like I've done viewer stuff as well, like, hey guys, I'm gonna be on stream, submit your deck lists and I'll take a look at them. And I've always made sure to, you know, if I'm asking for viewer submissions and you take the time to do one, then I'm gonna make sure that you get counted. Now, to be fair, I understand because I was watching the stream that he had a flight to catch, so he didn't have time to get to everybody. But there's a big difference between, hey, sorry you didn't get on today, I'll try to stream, you know, in a few days from now or next week so everyone gets the opportunity, and, oh, did you take time out of your morning to make sure that you were available to, you know, play on stream, you know, this 3-hour chunk of time? Well, I guess just get fucked because I'm not going to stream, I'm not streaming again in this manner until, you know, 2 months from now. Like, that's pretty terrible. All right, I can't afford to not have a land next turn. I mean, It's either play Hinterland Sanctifier and then hope to draw an untapped land, or just play Fortress and then play Amalia next turn and then hope to draw a land. Like, any one of those options is pretty bad. I think you just high roll it and hope to draw an untapped land. I think he just bit off more than he could chew. Should have had a harder limit on submissions. Yeah, that's another thing, which is like, make sure that people know, like, my issue with it was, like, I specifically carved out time because I was like, well, he's streaming from, you know, 8 to, or what was it, 11 to 2 Eastern, whatever the time was. I'm going to make sure that I'm not streaming then. I'm going to make sure that I'm not doing anything else then. So, you know, I can assure that I'm available when he goes live. And then it's just like, oh no, get wrecked. You set aside your morning for no reason. Okay, so next turn's going to be real bad if we don't draw a land for F. That would have been the perfect opportunity to lock down. Alright, so we'll play Amalia, gain life. Please draw a land. Alright, well, no attacks. Ori Seal Cutter. Alright, we just need to draw an untapped land next turn. Ghost Vacuum, we can still get out of this. Just need to draw an untapped land next turn. Taking Amalia, sure. And Opt. Just need to draw an untapped land. Come on, untapped land. It's 14 in the air, Jesus. What's the holdup, man? Dude, the midweek Magic decks have a Spellslinger Jeskai with Core Cutter, and it blows chunks compared to the Teamer Dragon one they put together. I'm sure that string of words made sense to you, and I'm not saying that it doesn't, but I am not understanding what you're talking about. I'm assuming it's some deck or a team that's put a deck together that I'm not unaware of at the moment. Okay, what is the holdup? Just attack with everything, right? And then I go Amalia block, the Monk, this chump block, Monastery Swift Spear, hope to draw an untapped land, right? Alright, so block here, block here. Alright, show me an untapped land. Yes! Block down. Spear. Alright. I mean, we're obviously playing Gorehound, so then the only question is, am I playing Amalia or Cathar after that? I think we just play Cathar. No, that's not true. I want to Surveil. Well, if they have removal, I want to be able to block Swift Spear is the thing. And so if they just go Spell, then I need to be able to trade with it. Midweek Magic is an event they have on Arena that sometimes uses precons, and the balance on them is all over the place. Same with the starter deck. Dual event. Almost always one best deck. Alright, well, the fact that they haven't immediately attacked tells me it's not Monstrous Rage. Although, then again, my opponent's playing really weird. Took them that long to figure out that they should cast Torch the tower? I mean, sure, man. Okay. Cathar. Block. Okay, so... I mean, I'm going to get Amalia back via Raise, so it's better to just cast Cathar again. Also, if they play Quarry Cutter, it's also better to have Cathar up. Okay. That seems like an incredibly premature concession, considering I'm at 3. Alright, so let's take a look at this Monument deck. So... Oh, actually, let me look at the information. So it was standard. This deck placed 10, 3, and 1, 29th. So it's Guardian, Monument, Phyrexian Dragon Engine, Nemesis. I mean, yeah, we've seen this before. I've played against many Monument decks, this being one of them. Yeah, it's fine. I think I like this less than Oculus. And I don't mean Oculus over Monument. I mean, there's decks that play both Oculus and Monument, I feel like, are better than just this version. But this is fine, too. Yeah, okay, can't keep that. Not only is it one land, but it's one land that we can't even play. Okay, this is actually good. So what am I cutting from here? I guess it's Hinterland. Archive is multiple potential decks. All right, Warhound. I do have to say I'm not liking the tap land so far. I don't think we necessarily need even... I mean, Restless Fortress is probably fine. Okay, it could be blue-white control, so it's better to play Ellis first in case it's Ride's End or something. Veil. Alright, swing. No actions. Do I just go for Knight Errant? I guess so. Alright, cast Knight Errant, show me your counterspell. I mean, if you have a counterspell, I think you would just snap kill this, right? Unless you have like Day of Judgment and your calculation is you're gonna kill it anyway on the following turn, but then it's okay. Gain life. Get lost to the Knight Errant, sure. Let's get back, Cathar. Cathar is an answer to temp lockdown. Jeskai, you say? Okay. And then the bat helps stop them. What are we doing right now? If I play Enduring Innocence, that's my whole turn, which I'm probably going to do. So let's just attack them first. Alright, cast Enduring Innocence. Triggers. Harang River Regent. What is this Jeskai Omni? No. Or they didn't have it. Another raise, sure, keep that. And then land, back to them. Get lost the Innocence on the main phase. Okay, sure. comes back. Go to combat. Swing. I'm really worried that this is the Omniscience deck now, so... If this is the Omniscience deck and I play Bat, and then, like, let's say I take their Omniscience or whatever, they can just go kill spell, kill the Bat, and then I am out of mana. So, like, Cathar helps me to actually be able to answer it if they go for it. So I think the move is to just map the Ellis. I guess I should have done that before combat if I was going to do that then. Alright, been Amalia. Alright, we'll just pass to them. Day of Judgment. Sure. I mean, it's probably not Omniscience. It's probably just Blue-White, or Jeskai Control, rather, but... Why risk it when we don't have to? Excellent. All right. So now we can just raise. Everything comes back. Triggers. All right, then that. Give me a land so that I can have Cathar Commando up. That. There's a land. And then that. And that. Arashan City, yeah, I'll be fine drawing that card. And play this, and then, yeah, just leave open Cathar in case something or other happens. Not a huge reason to use the map here. I play a lot of Omnitel, and the Deep Cavern Bat worries me more because with Cathar, I can dig at instant speed and responsibility. Lightning Helix on here. Sure. I mean, I could deny them life by blowing up a map token. That's actually probably better. I don't know what the good instant draw spells are in Standard, though. Meringue River Regent, Moment of Truth. Oh, there's Lockdown. All right, that's fine. We can, yeah. So I'm thinking less and less that this is actually Omni, and it's probably just Jeskai Control. So let's see. We've got Cathar. We have a Cathar in the graveyard, so I can just reanimate it and then do this. Oh, center tap. All right. Oh, raise. And then we get to bat both the cards out of their hand. Okay, so it's probably Control. So let's go Voice. I assume they have Rest in Peace, so bring in all this. And Knight Errant, and... so gaining life is way, way less important against their deck. So we don't need... Hinterland Sanctifiers, I guess. The thing is, we still need some amount of life gain in order to make Amalia work. So... Get Lost is actually relevant against them because of temporary lockdown and presumably Rest in Peace as well. So let's get rid of Hinterland. I got 4 more cards to cut. What's bad? Sinkhole is... It is a threat that they have to deal with, but it's not like a super fast threat is the thing. Maybe Sinkholes can just go. Like, it does seem the weakest of the cards that we have against them. Or maybe I'm supposed to cut, like, all the Hinterlands and then... Huh. What if we cut down to 1 and then down to 1 Sinkhole? we do have double Gorehound. Sure. They're also slow, so we don't necessarily need to get a ton going. Another Gorehound. Alright, well. Veil. Land on top. Quarry Mountain Monastery. Rediscovered today. I mean, because why play 4 stock ups when you can play 8, right? Alright, the odds that they... I mean, even if they have lockdown, it's fine because we have Cub to beat it. So, the best play here is probably Voice. It shuts off counter spells, so... I just want lands at this point. That's a land we don't really want, but sure. I mean, I guess that's fine. Alright, next mode. Or chapter 2, rather. Kill spell? Day of Judgment? It's 4 to activate. Stone Brain. You know what the interesting thing is? Even if they Stone Brain, like, raise the past out of our deck, it's not even that much of a problem given this new deck. This new version of the deck is significantly better when you don't have the raise plan. And I think that is one of its main strengths, is that you don't actually have to cast raise in order to have a decent position, where the previous version of the deck where you were playing crappy cards like Gnawing Vermin and Greedy Freebooter and whatnot, like you just needed to find raise, and if you didn't, you were kind of screwed. It does screw up the top card of my deck being a land, but that's fine. Alright, there goes all the raises. Okay, here's this. I probably shouldn't overextend into a sweeper. That does make the fact that I don't have raise now an issue. So the move is probably Gorehound, Knight Errant, attack with Voice. Trigger. So now putting stuff in the yard isn't free anymore. It does mean these are not as useful as they used to be. Get rid of that. Actually, that's not entirely true because I do have Case of the Uneaten Feast from the deck, so I can still get stuff back from the yard. Tap, 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 white. Go grab some creatures, okay. And then combat, and we get 6 Surveil triggers. Just a land. So I would normally say filling up my graveyard is good, but with Raise gone, it isn't. So I don't really want to draw just a land, though. That. Knight Errant's good. All right, we'll keep Knight Errant. That goes away. Temporary lockdown. All right, that's fine. I mean, they know we have Felidar Cub, right? So combat, swing. Go to them. Dock up. I don't even need to pop this yet. But if they go to end step, are they dead if I pop it? Because then it's 6 damage here. Targeting Knight Errant, sure. Alright. Blow that up. Bajillion Surveil triggers. Okay, so this is 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. So I'm really just setting up for a following turn, right? Because presumably they're going to have a sweeper to stop this. So what is the best thing for me to have? I can get 2 more damage in with map tokens, maybe. Depends. I can also just cast Knight Errant. I think having a better... okay, so they could have Sunfall. I think this is fine. I think we just leave Enduring Innocence on top. But I don't even think I play Enduring Innocence on my turn. I think what I do is I just map token to try to get... specifically just to try to hit land. And if we don't hit land, we at least do more damage to them. I'm going to use 1 map at the very least. And then we hit them. They take a minimum of 6 damage. And then they have to sweep in order to not lose. And then we can rebuild on the following turn. All right, so map one of the Gorehounds. It is a land. That's excellent. Okay, so what am I doing from here? I'm not committing any more to the... I guess I can commit Enduring Innocence. That's only bad if they have Sunfall. All right, combat, swing, triggers. Oh, I should have done that. I would have drawn a card off the tokens. Yeah, that was stupid of me. Sure, keep that. If it's lockdown, I could instant speed get lost with lockdown. That's actually also potentially good. Yeah, okay, let's pass. All right, well, we got it, apparently. All right, hand's great. Hand's great. Alright, so Demir, cat, mid-range, horse shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we want to guarantee that we want to try to hit lands. I'll probably hit anything that isn't a land, including raise. The ideal curve here would be to draw another land and then go hinterland Amalia, but... Or just Enduring Innocence, whichever. Probably actually Enduring Innocence at this point. Then this is about to get killed. Or maybe they're just reading it because no one plays this card. Strategic main decking this? Main decking this. Alright, I think it's actually better to lose the Gorehound here, so exile that. No land. Alright, so if that's the case... so this version doesn't really play Nowhere to Run. They play like Go for the Throat and whatnot. So putting the counter here is probably not great. So what am I doing instead? I could go Hinterland, Gorehound, or whatever. I guess we probably just want to continue to try to guarantee that we hit land. Play Hinterland, Surveil, not a land, bin it. Then combat, swing, make the token, get these triggers. Land, there we go. Overlord. Was that a red land? They're Grixis? No attacks, you say. Alright. Okay, what am I doing? Is it Enduring Innocence or Amalia? It's probably Enduring Innocence. And I'm not attacking with Gorehound. I will attack with this token. So... Oh, I don't have double white. Well, I guess that seals it then. And also, I shouldn't have played this. So, play Amalia. Triggers. Yeah, there's the other land. Okay, yeah, just keep binning stuff until we find raise. Then swing here, Trigger, make another token, trigger. And make some more lands. Gorehound, bend. Yeah, so if I'd done this correctly, I could have played 4-6 on this turn instead of having this open. Activate the talent to get back Strategic Betrayal? Man, their hand must suck. I mean, I don't even really care if they cast that. So, Innocence. Triggers. If they cast it, whatever. They can't even block Amalia, so... Here, do I want to lose Gorehound to combat? That's fun. Make a token. Trigger. That. Keep Knight Errant. Can I cast it? I can actually cast this Knight Errant? Wow. Pump Amalia, sure. Nope. Pumping with the side last. Interesting. Cast the Knight Errant. Trigger. Grab these. This resolves. Sure. Yep. Okay, so, Grixis mid-range? They don't have Rip, but they will have, like, Ghost Vacuum or something, so that. Possible counter spells to bring voice in. This comes in. Their graveyard sort of matters. The Overlord can still get it off of the trigger, even if you've got Leyline. So then this only stops Storm Chaser's talent from getting stuff back. That's not worth it. And what am I cutting here? Just life gain is less relevant, so... And Get Lost sounds atrocious, unless they have, like, Shieldred and whatnot. And they are Grixis mid, so they could have that. So then it's probably, let's see, probably cut Ellis and, like, 2 Hinterlands. And I'm not bringing in Terror Tide unless I specifically see that they have, like, gigantic big creatures. This version performing better than the last one. So I haven't played many games. This is like game. I've lost track of the matches. I think this is like the 4th match, 5th match we played with it. But yeah, this one's performing a lot better. We don't even like raise kill people with it. We just have enough like mid-rangey value stuff that winds up being good enough. We have yet to actually like combo kill anyone. There's Overlord. Alright, what are we hitting? Overlord, Fear, yeah. Grab Sphere. Let's see. Bat or Sinkhole Surveyor? Okay, it's probably Sinkhole Surveyor because next turn I want to play Enduring Innocence and get a trigger. So let's play Sinkhole. I do like main decking Knight Errant of Eos. Yeah. I think the only things that I don't like about this version of the deck so far are just too many tap lands. We're playing 2 Greater Ration City and 2 Restless Fortress. I don't think you need 2 of each. Storm Chasers, and then Fear pick up Storm Chasers. Yeah, all right. Or not. They're considering it. Yeah, okay. Oh, they picked up Overlord. So, play Enduring Innocence. Go to combat. Trigger, make the token, draw a card. And they just bump here. Like, I can already feel that this version is much better than the previous version that we've been running with like Bartolome and trying to basically I would say like the main difference is the older version was trying to use Raise as like your main engine. You would just sack everything and cast Raise, and this version is more of like a mid-rangey value deck that has Raise in it, but you don't need Raise to win. And that clears up so many problems, like playing mediocre creatures, needing your whole strategy to revolve around Raise, which means you just lose when you don't draw it, or when your opponent brings in Graveyard Hate, then you can't do anything. Alright, what are we doing? I can't attack anymore without getting blocked by the fears. So I'm gonna get to trigger Enduring Innocent. I can go creature, Knight Errant. So let's take a look at what they're doing, first of all. So play Deep Cavern Bat. Trigger, make sure to look at their hand. I guess I should have drawn first. Alright, they've got Betrayal, Bauble, Overlord. I don't really care if they have Overlord. Oh, do I care if they have Overlord? Well, if I don't take Bauble, then they just use Bauble to kill Bat, so I guess I have to take Bauble. Draw. And we play Amalia, which doesn't trigger anything, but that's fine. And then we play Knight. Their strategic betrayal is really, really bad. And okay, so I can take Cathar Commando, which answers Overlord, and then I can also take Ellis, which is a life gain source for Amalia. Do they have it? What spells do they have that they can Storm Chasers back? They've hit nothing. Okay, can't block. Oh, did they draw Kaido? Kaido would be really bad here, right? We have so much stuff in play to kill Kaido off. Uh-huh. I mean, if you're not gonna, like, stun Knight Errant, then we're just gonna attack Kaido and kill it. They haven't played a land yet, right? So they can go land, fear, pick up nothing. Okay, no. So they must have drawn some kind of removal. All right, I am gonna play all of my cards. So I assume they drew removal. That's the only reason I can think that they wouldn't play something. So I guess we'll see if they respond to Ellis. No, they did not respond to Ellis. I'm gonna draw a card. If I attack everything, so I attack here, Amalia can't attack unless I play a thing first. So I actually don't have a great attack. No, it's fine, actually. All right, so play Voice of Victory. So now they have to respond. And if it's removal, I assume it's getting pointed at Knight Errant, but maybe not. Maybe it's this town. Maybe they drew this town. If they drew this town, then I guess they this town Kaido and this towning Knight Errant's horrible for them. Yeah, look at how much better this is. I don't even have anything in my graveyard. I have a Raisin Past in my hand, and this is my board. Before, this would have been, like, I would have had nothing, and this Raise would have just rotted. Alright, well, they're gonna run out of time. Trigger Amalia. Alright, so this at Kaido, this also at Kaido. Sure. So swing, make a token, sugar, not Ellis. Yeah, sure, I'll keep that. Not blocking Knight Errant and blocking here. So then Amalia deals 3 to Kaido and back to them. So this is awful for them because I just sacked some random token. This is also not really doing anything for them. They pick up, you know, talent. Ninja the Kaido. Sure. I mean, I'll happily trade Ellis for that. All right. Kaido dies. Now what? You gonna strategic and exile my Ellis? That's fine. Just arrived on stream. Why not block with a 1/1 token? Because I don't need to. I can just kill Ellis off. Or kill Kaido off. Like, either way would have been fine. Like, we're in such a better position than them that it doesn't even matter. I figure, like, I don't really care. Like, I don't need the Ellis that much, whereas... better to get rid of that. There's also the potential that they could have been playing like Grixis command, so want to get rid of Kaido. Although I imagine they would have cast it beforehand if they did, but it really just didn't matter there. Forgot she has Death Touch? Yeah. Alright, this hand's fine. We've got Gorehound and do another thing with Raise. Tiny Bones joins up. I'm gonna discard Cathar Commando, because we're gonna raise it back later anyway. Alright, play Gorehound. Even though it means I don't have a turn 2 play, I would rather guarantee that I have the lands for Raise. Although, that could be wrong. Like, there's a good argument to make either way. Like this Nightmare. Okay, now I'll probably discard a land. Yeah, alright. Oh my god, Scam. Fuck this deck so much. Well, actually, mainly this card. I have to keep Case in order to not lose to this thing. So, play Gorehound. In that. We'll play a land. Then I just won't play this. Okay, take Pixie. Venom Breaker. Sure, lose a Gorehound. Alright. Enduring Innocence. Trigger. Keep it. Swing. Now, unless they can force me to double discard, we're good. Fix the attacks. Yep. Alright. Oh yeah, they have speed from this thing. They didn't even cast it, eh? Huh. Alright, combat. Swing. Nowhere to run, and they're gonna kill Innocence? Sure. Alright, raise the past. Oh, damn. We don't actually get that many triggers. And that card. No attack with the Pixie this time. Sunfurl Kieran picking up Nowhere. Sure. And Nowhere the Cathar or the Sunblessed Cleric? I don't know. The Cathar, sure. If I attack with everything, they have to double block a Gorehound in order to kill it, and then I just kill the Kieran. So all my attacks are decent. All right, go to combat. Swing. I think eventually I can just out attrition them because I've got the Enduring Innocence in play. Block there, sure. We play this. Then we play this. Then they play Hopeless Nightmare, make us discard our last land. All right. Well, I was hoping to draw something else. We'll go to combat. Swing. Play Fortress. Kieran picking up Nowhere? Yeah. So we don't have that much time left. This represents 7 a turn. We really do need to draw a creature to trigger Enduring Innocence. We're at 9. There is one. It's going to die instantly to this, but at the very least... I guess I'm almost certainly not blocking, so let's attack first and see if they waste a Nowhere on it, on one of our Gorehounds, I guess. Actually, no. If the card that I draw off of Enduring Innocence is a land, then I want to be able to activate Restless Fortress. So let's cast Deep Cavern that. Yeah, and then we'll surveil, then draw. Target you. They gotta respond with Nowhere. Go. So Nowhere kills Bat. Then I see what's in their hand. It is a Sunpearl Kieran. Oh, God's sake. Gain life. Surveil. Okay. So they flash in Sunpearl Kieran. They pick up, let's say, Nightmare. Well, how much is the maximum damage, right? They pick up Nightmare. And then they've got 6 in the air plus an attack from Restless Fortress, meaning if they draw an untapped land, they can kill us with Nightmare. So if I activate Restless Fortress and gain life, then I won't lose. But... Or, they go Kieran, I leave one blocker back, I would still lose, even in that case. There's just cards that are much better for me to draw than a land, though, so I think I bin it. Like, if we find Raise, that's so much better than just a land. Draw. Like an Amalia, for example. Okay, well... Play Amalia. It unfortunately, at best, can become a 3/3. So yeah, gain life. Trigger. Oh, there's a land. Prevail. Bin that. Prevail. Get Lost is really not going to help me here, so get rid of that. Combat. Swing. Haven't played a land yet, right? Play the land. Then they go Kieran and pick up. It's gonna be Nowhere or Nightmare. Nowhere. Sure. This is 6/9 if they animate this. But I assume they won't animate it. I assume they'll just Nowhere my Amalia. Yep. Arch. Really? This doesn't even draw off of Enduring Innocence. So now what? We can't block this. I can't gain enough life to not lose to it. I'm pretty sure we're just dead. I go Cathar Commando, gain a life, Amalia triggers, then what? This is just too much in the air is the problem. Alright, cast this. Trigger. Amalia. Ration. Ooh! Alright, and activate this, exiling Cathar. Alright, we have to hit a specific thing. I don't know what that thing is going to be. And do I have the mana to play it? No, I don't. I'm one short of playing it. Fuck me. I have to exactly draw Get Lost on the Arch. No, I would still lose, right? Because I would lose to Restless Fortress. Alright, get rid of it. Gain a life. That doesn't help. Sinkhole the block. No, nowhere to kills it. Fuck. Alright, well, we're dead. Alright, temporary lockdown has to be good against them, right? Knight Errant, we don't really need voice. I do want Terror Tide, considering they're playing that garbage. And then they're certainly going to have Rest in Peace, so we need all the answers to that. We don't actually need life gain that much, I don't think. So we can cut some of that, cut Ellis. We keep this. Deep Cavern Bats. I feel like these are bad versus the deck that just has infinite removal, and I would normally not care about Get Lost either, but man, Archfiend to the Dross is such a problem. So we cut all our... Oh, wait, no, not our sinkholes. We cut all of our... Get rid of this. Oh, yeah, the bats. Yeah, cut the bats. All right, let's do that. Because if our opponent's deck is full of Momentum Breaker, Nowhere to Run, Grim Bauble, like, yeah. Alright, this is capable. This land will enter tapped right now, so we do have to take that into account. So, Gorehound. Also, this doesn't produce white. I guess I discard Gorehound. Alright. Yeah, so we want to play Sinkhole right now. So Sinkhole, trigger. Actually, don't want this because we need another white source, so get rid of that. Combat. Let's see. Accept the bullshit. Yeah, alright. Oh, there's Rays. Okay, so combat, swing, make a token, prevail, bin that. Yeah, bump there, play a land, back to them. So if they replay this, I'll discard Innocence. Nowhere to run, targeting Sinkhole, presumably. Yeah. There's a land. It's not white, unfortunately. Fuck. Could exile a creature. That also sounds bad. Combat, swing here. What would I exile? I guess Gorehound. But then if I exile that, then it makes the raises so much worse. So I feel like as bad as it is, we just have to do nothing. Discard Enduring Innocence. Oh, actually, so let's discard Enduring Innocence, and then that's a free use of Irration City. Because then we can exile that without issue. For God's sake, come on. Alright. Trigger. Yeah, there's another thing we can't use. So, yeah, we got nothing now. Sure. Combat, swing. Haha, your card does nothing. Still no attack with the Pixie. If they have Kieran, they can flash it in and trade, so I should play this first. Or I can activate Restless Fortress. That does sound better. Alright. Activate Restless Fortress. Swing here and here. Trigger. Sun Pearl, yep, they did have it. So now they can double block either creature and kill it, but at the very least we get to take one of their guys. Yeah, sure. There we go. They're for sure... well, I guess they don't... they're not for sure going to know where this, so let's attack first. Swing. Alright, they are going to know where it... okay, fine. I'm going to kill this now, in case they have Sun Pearl Kieran, so I don't want them to be able to respond to this. They do have Sun Pearl Kieran, and there comes the Nowhere, and then the Nowhere kills the Sinkhole Surveyor. Alright, really? That's a trade you're gonna make? Okay. Combat. Swing. I'm not gonna play this Swamp in case they make me discard. Although, like, I could have raised back Sinkhole, but that's just terrible. Dreams. Alright, well, we gotta exile Sinkhole in response to that. Aha, it does nothing. Rim Bauble, sure. Venom Breaker, okay. Need a token. Alright, we need to draw something. That is not something. God's sake. Alright. Back with the token. I wonder if this deck should be more... so, like, obviously, post-game, or post-board, they bring in, like, Rest in Peace and whatnot. I wonder if the deck should just have, like, additional Enduring Innocences in the sideboard so that you can mitigate the Graveyard Hate plan. Oh, we're gonna fucking die in the air. Okay, well, we drew nothing, so. I guess I technically wasn't dead. I could have animated Fortress. Oh, could I have? Yeah, I could have animated Fortress and then blocked. Been at 1, maybe. But yeah, that just seemed horrible. Hmm. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get rid of Get Lost and bring Pylon back. And then sideboard-wise... so we already have 2 Cathar's main deck and Sunblessed Healer. I don't really like Sunblessed Healer that much. I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm gonna play Revenge of the Rats. So how many actual creatures are there that are raisable creatures? Because Case doesn't count, so it's 8, 10, 12, 16, 20, 24, 26. That is lower than what we used to have. And then sideboard, I want to get Enduring Innocence into the board. So, don't need this many answers to rip, probably. And then with 2 voices main already, I'm not sure that we need more. Let's... craft that. How many rares do we have left? 43? Okay. And then as far as the lands go... Are we still more black than white? I'm not sure. We've got 4. Hang on. 21 to 23. Is that bear out? 4, 8, 12. And these are a wash. 14, 15 versus 6, 10, 12, 16, 17. So yeah, we are a little bit more white, but also Gorehound's one of our better plays. But Bleach Bones by default enter only making black. All right, I'm gonna cut Fortress and increase a basic plains by 1. And that'll help make a Ration City come in untapped as well. Should this just be Ghost Vacuum? All right, let's try that. All right, this looks great. We got multiple Gorehounds with other things to do as well. Talent, all right, is it prowess? Okay, Gorehound. So the question is, what is the best follow-up play? Is it Bat or Sinkhole? I think it's probably Sinkhole. Alright, play Sinkhole. Fail. I'll keep a land on top, nothing else. Or Seal Cutter, yeah. Sure. Well, at least we can block the Monk token. I don't know why they're attacking with that. Okay, interesting. So, Canner land. We need to gain life. Yeah, there's the land. All right, keep that. Play this. Trigger. Keep that. And then swing. Make a token. Keep that, and then we get to have pylon up. Sure. Get back rage. Okay. All right. Well, I shouldn't. Should I spend this turn? I was gonna cast Pylon, but now I know they're gonna rage next turn, so now I want to hold it. All right. I guess we're holding it then. I could also bat that. Sounds good as well. I could play Ellis and gain more life. I do want to get... So I would gain... I would either stay even or I'd gain 1 if I play Ellis. I feel like disrupting them is probably better. Let's play the bat. Alright, what's in your hand? Rage, Spell Pierce, Quarry Cutter. That's rough. Because we gotta take Quarry Cutter, right? But then Spell Pierce is up for Pile-On. Bin that. I'll probably just bin anything that's not raised. Combat, swing here. Make a token. Bin it. Bin it. So we have to do it now, so that means I'm killing the otter? Kill the otter. Tap, tap, that token. Alright, what do we got? Bin this, bin this. Sleight of hand. Saka. And they still have monsters available. So any blocks here are bad, so no blocks. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah. Okay, there's Raise. So now we just need to hit a land. So play Ellis. Well, we don't need to just hit a land because the fucking, oh, yeah. Because Spell Pierce is going to screw us. So, I guess the actual bigger thing is how do we survive long enough? So I'd have to survive this turn, draw Voice, play Voice, survive another turn, and then hit a land. That sounds pretty goddamn rough. Because we gotta be able to, yeah, fight through Spell Pierce. And we're gonna make, and they're gonna have double Quarry Cutter with Rage. It's so fucking ridiculous. I don't think we're gonna get out of this, but sure, I'll keep Voice on top. So swing here. Make a token. Gain some life. Oh, yeah, Quarry Cutter. Prowess, and then they get to play another thing. Storm Chaser's talent, trigger again, and they still have Monster's Rage up and Spell Pierce up, even if that mattered. Yep. So there's no way I can block where I survive, right? This blocks here. This blocks. Oh, wait, no, because they get fucking Prowess. So I have to quadruple block this. That's 3, 5. Yeah, there's no way we can block to where we survive. I don't know what the math is on this, but I assume I'm dead. Oh, they had 2 monstrous rages. Okay, sure. -9. All right, Knight Errant lockdown. Cathar. Sinkhole is life negative unless we have a life gain effect in play, so I guess we cut that and then... keep all the life gain, keep the bat. They have Spell Pierce, so keep Voice. Is an Innocence too slow, maybe? All right, we got Hinterland into Amalia. That's good. A full house. All right. Amalia, trigger. Yay, lands. All right, so here. Getting killed. Fine by me if it is. Sleight of hand. Yeah, obviously not blocking that. Yeah, there's burst lightning. Okay. Some damage, and we take 3. And then we play Amalia. Trigger. Top card's Pylon. Sure. And we play the land. And swing. And at least it's out of burst range. No blocks. Hinterland gets killed. Yeah, great. Right. Okay, play a bat. I know we have pile on. Target you. And torch the tower. Yeah, well, if they're doing that, I would much rather just bat them again. Yeah, Corey Cutter and Slick. Yeah, it's just so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ. Alright, take, I guess, Corey Cutter. And then I'm not going to block Monstrous Rage, so we'll hit them. Storm Chaser's back. A removal spell. Yeah. Fantastic. Another pile on, you say? Alright, combat. Swing. Gain some life. Trigger Amalia. And it's a land. Put that here. Well, I guess we're passing. Then torch this. Then they can probably what? Plot Slick Shot. Yep. Sure. Alright, target your otter token. And it's interesting. So Case actually doesn't do shit here because we need another creature to play, and the bat also is not really that good. It doesn't solve our immediate problem. I guess it takes, what? Quick Shot, Monstrous Rage. We're definitely not keeping that. Alright, sure, we'll keep the bat. Play bat. Target you. Alright, sure. Take one of the 2 Monstrous Rages. Then go to combat, attack with Amalia, and then we have Pile On open for Slick Shot. Play Slick Shot. Uh-huh. Opt. I'll just do this now, I guess. In case they drew into... They're onto, like, Spell Pierce. Kill that, and then... Ooh. So if I play... If they attack, they lose then, because then I just go... Ellis, then play the second Amalia, and then kill them. So sure, we'll... so I don't need this, but we can keep Ellis. That's if they attack, which they're not going to. But if they want to trade, they have to cast Rage on their token. So let's play Ellis. And then even if they trade... Actually, no. Yeah. Oh, no, because this becomes a fucking 4 toughness creature. God damn it. I guess we just swing with Bat. Yeah, sure. All right, just swing with Bat. All right, Molly trigger. That's a little helpful, I guess. Sure, keep it. Back to you. I don't know. Should I be aggressively going for raise? How many cards are we? 17? Draw it. Storm Chasers. They can't really afford to attack us, right? They're so precarious. They know we have a voice, so they know what we're going to do next. Nothing on the ground. Well, I guess, no, they can Monstrous Rage on the ground. And then they don't have a good defense. They attack with Slick Shot, then I get to attack them back with Bat. That's bad for them. Alright, so they're just not attacking. Yeah. Alright, so now we go Voice of Victory, and then if they want to cast Rage, they have to do it now in response to this. Alright, sure. Trigger. Interesting. So this is a 5/5, so if they block it, they have to block with all of their creatures. So let's say I attack with all three of the... No, I attack with the... I don't attack with the Bat. I attack with Amalia and Ellis. So they have to chump Amalia. So no, they don't. So I don't attack with Ellis. So I just attack with Amalia, and then they can go 2, 3, 4, 5 block. I kill everything except the Otter token. And then I just play another Amalia. And gain 1. Then they Otter back Torch. That seems fine, actually. Combat. Swing here. Jump block, sure. Alright, back to them. So assume they get back removal, yeah, and then kill Ellis off. They have to cast it now, or else Voice stops them from casting it, so... No, they just pass the turn. Alright, well, that's really bad for them. Hinterland. Trigger. Combat. Swing here, swing with the Bat, swing Voice. Yeah. Okay. That seemed to go reasonably well. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to have, like, Enduring Innocence, though. But that seemed decent. Let's run it again. Okay. Sure. It's a bit slow. Guess I may as well play this first. Alright. Bat. What you got? Well, I guess we're taking Torch. I wonder if I should have just taken stock up and forced them to use the... Nah. Oh, they just drew another Torch. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. Sure, opponent. That. Take your Torch. And this is another 7. Stock up, plus they can probably find a spell off of it. Great. So now I have to block. And then we're just dead. I guess no. If I exactly draw temporary lockdown, we could survive. Nope. All right. Okay, this is fine. Keep this. Probably playing voice. Get more value out of this, and it attacks for more. Unless we really, really need to disrupt them for some reason. Yeah, okay. So this one. Swing. Jeskai Oculus. Alright. Are you going to Minneapolis? Yes. Okay, well, I probably need to Cavern Bat this turn, so combat, swing here, trigger, make some tokens, gain some life. And this gets a free block on something. Yeah, probably need to bat. We take Torch, and then they play Tursa. Or I can take Tursa, and then they have to Torch the bat, and they don't get to play Tursa this turn. That sounds better. Take Tursa. When'd you get back into competitive Magic? Mainly just because of this deck existing. If I wasn't playing this deck, I just wouldn't be playing Standard. Because the format is fucking horrible. Wait, when did they discard Oculus? Did I completely miss that? Yeah, so, well, in that case, it didn't matter, because I could have just taken Torch, but then they just get it back anyway. I guess I would have just taken Torch then, in that case. I didn't even notice that they discarded this. Oh, that's my fault. Okay, if we don't draw a land here, we're probably just going to lose. And we didn't. We did draw Pile On, though. Unfortunately, I have to spend my entire turn piling on Oculus. Yep. Alright. Can't believe we're not hitting any lands. I take 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. That gets Delirium online, so 11. Potentially even more if they play land, crack the map token. Alright, they're just missing land. Yeah, so then Delirium's online. Holy shit, can we draw a land? For fuck's sake. Alright. I'm just gonna flash in Cathar Commando and try to trade with Ursa. I guess Delirium online and potentially they get something off the Tursa trigger. Like Helping Hand. Like imagine they hit Helping Hand or Torch the Tower. Oh, sure. So now Profts goes on. If they put it on Tursa, then we're just completely fucked, right? Actually, no, we're fucked either way. Uh-huh. That's 8 in the air. I don't know why they would untap Tursa here. Alright, block here, and then this is, and then I have to block this, right? 8, 6, we go to 8, and then, so if I don't block, actually, I don't have to block. This is 2, 4, 8, 12. I don't actually have to block. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I do, because Profs is going to trigger again. So I do have to block. Any other formats you thought about playing competitively? Fuck no. Magic is just horrendous right now. Wait, shouldn't they have had an extra combat? Oh, they just didn't... Wait, what? Why did this not trigger again? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're just not drawing a land, so... Okay. This is one of those things where I feel like you do have to have lockdown against them because of Profts and... FOMO and so many other things, but then they also just have Tursa and Steam Core Scholar and Oculus, so then that's like not good enough. So Leyline, Terratide, Vacuum, Cathar Commando. What's bad? They are a blue deck, which makes this relevant. This is not relevant. Get rid of Sinkhole. Is Bat usable? Sometimes you can disrupt them, I guess. Alright, let's do that. Alright, that's fine. Alright, disrupt them. What you got? Guess let's just take their next play. Take FOMO. And that. And swap. Alright, we're gonna play the Gorehound, and then we'll play Night Errant. Bennett. Night Errant. Trigger. Okay, let's grab Innocence and Amalia or Voice? I guess Amalia. Okay, there's Steam Core Scholar. Well, apparently whatever they got wasn't an easy decision. Discard Tursa and a land. Why not? Oh yeah, so Tursa and a land. Okay, so then they helping hand this. Okay, so what am I doing? This can't attack anymore. So I can go Feast Malia, or I can just play Enduring Innocence. I feel like Amalia is the better option here because I can potentially find a land this turn. So first of all, swing with everything but the bat. Secondly, play Feast. And play Amalia. And then I'm going to... Yeah, I want to hit a land this turn, so we're going to Surveil first. In that. In that. Alright. Third one, Charm? No. It was raised, though. Cards Oculus. All right, so here comes Oculus. No, they're not going to play Oculus this turn. They're going to just play Profts. I mean, okay, yeah, sure. To make me not have any good attacks, basically. So, I mean, I guess I probably shouldn't miss this opportunity, and I should just bat their helping hand, right? Figure, once again, I would like to hit a land here, so let's let the life gain last. Oh, they just have an Oculus? How many cards are in their yard? 3? Alright, I guess we take helping hand. Prevail, there's the land. Draw the land, play the land. And we don't have any attacks, so pass. Now, next turn we can raise 4 creatures into play, including a hinterland, and then Amalia will get really big. I don't understand why they didn't attack last turn. Or, like, I understand why they didn't put the counters here, because then a Knight Errant would have been able to attack. But I don't understand why they... Yeah, whatever. Sheltered by Ghosts. What are we targeting? Malia, presumably? No, or no, this bat to get helping attack. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. They know we have Raise. Again, Ursa? Not Oculus. I'm so... what are they doing? I don't understand. Why would you pick Ursa? Oh, is it because they don't have an answer to raise and they just need to find one? Is that why? Okay. Profts again. Sure. And then they get to attack with this. That's fine. All right. Block here, because I'm just going to raise anyway. So. And we get to gain life off of that. I'll spin that. This gets a bunch of counters. Why not attack with the Steam Core? Like, okay. Block here. I can actually trade with it, right? Yeah, I think that's actually better than having this Amalia start off on more counters. Although we're gaining a lot of life. Can we just actually... What's the math on this? So if this stays in play, then we're gaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 creatures are entering, and it's 7 per hinterland, and it's case. Yeah, so just block there. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, and then Amalia kills this. I'm pretty sure they just die to Amalia, right? Raise. Everything comes back. Triggers. Let's put all this on the... So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't. So we're just going to guarantee that we have a non-land on top. All right, that's good enough. Then this goes off a bajillion times. Kills everything on the board. And then Amalia is going to be 21 power and then kill them. Alright. So everything. Swing for 27. Alright, combo kill achieved. Did I not bring in this other Knight Errant? I should. I don't feel like the bat is actually that good against them. They have flying creatures that are bigger than it, so it can't even attack them. They have plenty of removal. Every threat they have is something you have to deal with, so just batting one thing away isn't good enough. So maybe it is better. Maybe we are just supposed to have lockdown against them. Because it deals with everything. Well, it doesn't deal with their 3-drops, but you can make their 3-drops a lot worse. Like if you lock down Profs, for example, lock down FOMO. I don't know. I at least want to test it to see if it is worth bringing in lockdown against Jessica Oculus. Okay, we can't keep this. All right, keep this and put Amalia back. This hand's not very good, but we got to work with what we have. Leading into a Steam Core or Ursa next turn. Yep. This card's Ghost Vacuum. And the thing is, I think we have to main phase kill this pylon because they play Spell Pierce, and so if I wait, get so much. Ooh. If I pile on now, they just play another thing, profits it again. But if I play Cathar and shoot it, then they get to hit me for 5 again, unless they don't have removal and I go Cathar block shoot. I guess hypothetically, maybe I don't attack in order to leave it so that I have both options open, but I feel like I'm gonna at least try to do this. It's also quite possible that they play a different creature that also causes them to draw cards, and then I have to Cathar prior to this going off in combat. Yeah, like FOMO. Huh. If they do target it to get a counter on FOMO, I think even that's worth it to block 5 damage here. Yeah. Flash and Cathar. Block. Shoot Crofts. I could also shoot FOMO, but whatever. Kinda need to, though. So we go Voice. It's double attacks versus this coming in for 5. So this technically attacks me for more, so I guess I kill that. Kill FOMO. Wow, that's certainly some stuff. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going Enduring Innocence, attack, make tokens, draw a card, draw both of them. Sure. Steam Court and Helping Hand. Wait, they didn't need to discard Helping Hand. Are they just doing it to try to get try to get Threshold up? All right, just playing Night Errant here is bad. So yeah, so we go Enduring Innocence, and I'll attack him with Amalia. Swing. Make tokens. Draw a card. Will they block? Probably not. I mean, okay, sure. Trade, take some damage. And then if they attack here, and then they have Threshold online, so now they get back something. And I only have 2 creatures in my yard, so not really a lot of great stuff going on here. Yeah. I was thinking it was going to be like Torch the Tower, which would have been bad enough, but no, it's even worse. They randomly hit Helping Hand as their card, but they didn't have the white mana to play it. Alright, so if I raise, I get back Amalia, Cathar, and then Cathar can kill Sheltered. I go Raise. I have 1 land, 3 creatures in play, so I can't play Knight Errant. Any which way you slice it, this is so bad. Alright, so Raise. Stuff comes back, then we blow up Sheltered. Get back Enduring Innocence. Then attack. Make some tokens, draw a card. Hit them, these die off, and then they have a thresholded Ursa and 4 mana and 4 cards to go. And I have to block them. So if they have 2 removal, we lose. And they could also just... I guess they don't have any instant speed removal in their graveyard. Glacial Dragon Hunt. Come on. Yeah, alright. They play Get Lost in their deck? Why? Alright, I don't know how much more of this I can take, so... I think this will be the last one. Sure. Alright, so, Gorehound first. Just have cut down on turn 1. Cosmic Exhale, whatever, either way. They always have it. Always. Alright, I guess Sinkhole. Vine. Alright, another Sinkhole. Swing, make a token. Copia into something else. Copia. This deck does play the new Black Sleeper Dragon, so 1, 2, so they can do it for X is 5, so I can't have anything survive in play. Alright, I guess we're going to play Hinterland. Then combat, make 2 tokens. Plus Cathar commit, plus another Sinkhole. So combat, swing, 2 tokens, that's 4 creatures, and then 5th creature, and then Knight Errant. Okay. Swing. Spirit. Spirit. Damage. And then another one. And Knight Errant. Yeah, if they have Scavenger Regent, they have Scavenger Regent. So we're just gonna lose if they do. So I may as well play as though they don't. All right, let's take Enduring and Snarling. Hidetsugu and Kairi? When it dies, right? Exile the top. Target opponent loses life equal to the mana value. It's essentially casting. I mean, I do have Pile On, but if they just put a sweeper on top of their deck, then that's horrible for me. If they have a sweeper, though, then we're just going to lose all our creatures next turn anyway. Oh, really? Okay, sure. Show me your sweeper. What was it? Death begets life. Okay, so the only way out of this is raise the past, so... And they have 7 cards in their hand. What's the odds that I can deep cavern bat of anything of value is so minuscule, but... Playing Enduring Past without doing anything also sounds horrendous, so let's play Gorehound, and then let's play that. Alright, what you got? I guess I take this so they at least have to shoot the bat first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus land. It doesn't even cost them anything. Fine, take Cosmic Exhale. Wait, no, what am I doing? I was supposed to take Death. Alright, well, there's Raise. So this is never happening because they have a counterspell in their hand, so literally all they have to do is just have a counterspell open, and they are going to, given how much mana they have. Yeah, I'll block. Fuck it. We're gonna lose our board anyway. All right, we taking 8 or whatever. Yeah. I'm not going to play Enduring Innocence into their counterspell, so let's just pass with Cathar. The flash in. Cover up. Oh, great. So now we're dead. Because they're just going to have a removal spell. Kill this thing, and they'll just put some... Yeah, whatever. Brain, Cathar. I don't know. Leyline doesn't stop what they're doing. No, Leyline does stop what they're doing because it's when it's a death trigger. So that, what's bad against them? I mean, us gaining life actually matters, I guess. If we can gain enough of it. And they also have a bunch of removal, so we want Enduring Innocence. Alright, so Sinkhole Surveyor seems really, 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 really slow against them, so we'll cut all of those, and then... Ellis also not particularly great, and then we got 2 more things to go. Iolon seems horrendous, although we do need to keep at least one of them in case they have, like, Shieldred or something. I mean, you also can hypothetically shoot the Hidetsugun Kairi with its trigger on the stack so they can't set up what they're doing, but that also just seems like if they're playing Hidetsugun Kairi with and they're about to kill it, you're already losing at that point. Got 1 hinterland. We do have multiple Gorehounds. All right. Play Gorehound. Surveil. Get rid of the non-land card. There's a land, finally. So, it's almost certainly better to play Deep Cavern Bat than anything else here. Well, I guess I'm taking Pulse. Surveil that away. How do they have this? Is this a dragon? It is a dragon. Oh my god, can just not draw lands. Alright, yeah, well, how about attack them, I guess. Oh, I should have played Amalia first. What was I thinking? I was thinking that I couldn't gain life because I didn't have enough to play Hinterland plus Amalia, but obviously I did. Because I have to keep capping that. For that. That was so dumb on my part. Yeah, that's going to change the course of the game. All right, well, still haven't drawn lands, but I guess we'll see. Now they have answers. All right, we're going to Surveil first to try to hit land so that we can play Knight Errant. Sure of that. Life gain. How have we still not hit a fucking land? Jesus. We're 16 cards into our deck. Swing. Here's another life gain trigger. Draw land. No. Okay. Finally. Alright, what are we doing? Innocence plus Knight? Yeah, that'll work. All right, Innocence. Prevail first. Sure, yeah. Draw another land. Then Knight Errant. Trigger. Resolve Knight first, then resolve the gain life. Okay, grabbing another Innocence and that, I guess. We already have an Amalia in our hand? Yeah. So grab those. Then do this. Spin that. So this is a Brainstorm on the front side, so they do know what the top card of their deck is. So if they want to kill Hidetsugu and cast that to get life or whatever, then they can do that. Or hell, they don't even necessarily need a removal spell to kill this, because they have a removal spell to kill this, get Maelstrom Pulse back, pulse their Hidetsugu. Another one. Legend Rule. And then it dies from the Legend Rule. Pulse. Then they put the thing back, and then they pulse this one, and then they cast whatever that thing is? Wait, no, they didn't? I'm confused. How many things are in our graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you add non-raisable creatures, it's 6. So... Alright, what are we doing? I could flashback Revenge of the Rats, swing, they block Amalia, this dies, they cast whatever the heck they cast. Or I can raise and get back Voice, Gorehound, Bat, and then that's not particularly great either. Or I can bat them, see what's in their hand. I don't know. I don't think I have a lot of great options here. I think I set up that they're going to sweep the board, and then I raise the turn after that. So, play to land yet? Yes. This is 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Block Amalia. Alright. Cast Innocence. Triggers. Amalia goes up. There's a land. In that. During Innocence draw. Another raise. Okay. So this is a trade. This is a trade. Let's just get as much damage in as possible. If they don't block Amalia, they're dead, right? Or they have to block Amalia or Knight Errant, or they lose. Presumably, unless they have, like, Caustic Exhale or something. So let's just attack with everything. Alright. They go to 3, then this thing triggers, and what's going to happen with it? What'd they cast? That's to get life. Yeah, okay. Figured as much. These come back. Bin that. And there. These things also blow up enchantments, so these are not actually safe even in their return to form. They have 7 mana. They can also just pulse them. Ancient Cornucopia. I just need them to go shields down so that I can cast Raise. They do seem like mostly tap out control. 3 life. Well. Deadly Cover Up. Alright, I don't have Raise in my graveyard though, right? So they can't take that. So what are they gonna take then? Oh, Revenge of the Rats, sure. They're not actually dead, though, right? Because I don't have Ellis or anything in my yard. Discard, discard. Oh, what am I doing? I guess I'm going to play Case. And then Raise. Alright, all this comes back. Legend Rule. Triggers. Holy crap. Alright, let's put this somewhere in the middle. Put it, yeah, in the middle there. And then we've also got 2 bats. So the bats need to be at the bottom so that I have the maximum information on what I'm drawing before I pick what... Actually, no. These should be at the top. So that I have the information of what I'm going to draw first. Come on. Come on, Arena. Oh, that's so annoying. Are you kidding me? Why can't you just drop into first place? Alright, double bat. I don't think we're possibly going to be able to take everything. They have Death Begets Life and Pulse, so we need to take... What does this one do? Destroy target tapped creature. Alright, so we take... Oh, and this also kills stuff. We take Death, and then we take Pulse. Yeah, we don't want that. We've been that. Yeah, that can go. I don't know what I'm actually looking for here. Raise is good. We have another counter spell. I guess I'm looking for Ellis. Yeah, sure. All right. So keep that until we get to the first Enduring Innocence draw. Actually, wait. How much life gain do I have? Am I going to blow up the board? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. So I'm not blowing the board up. Okay. I'm getting to 19. Oh, wait, no. Am I getting there? Oh, no, yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we get to 19. Then Surveil. Trying to find Ellis. Stone Brain. That can go too. Let's just find Ellis. There's Ellis. Alright, Ellis to the yard, because we can reanimate it. Then keep putting stuff in the yard. And keep putting stuff in the yard. And what are we drawing? Alright. And then we have no attacks and pass. Okay. The deck even on paper is a nightmare. No, it wouldn't be, because you don't have to manually stack all your triggers. You could just say, here's how I'm ordering the triggers, and then resolve them all. This one, you have to manually move everything around. So, like, I wouldn't have even normally resolved it like that. I probably would have intercut all the Gorehound and Amalia triggers so that they were staggered so that it was every other one. But it just takes way too much time to do that. Yeah, so they get these back. What does this thing do? It blows up artifact or enchantment? Okay, sure. Case. Oh, this is counter for 4, so I can't even raise through it? God damn. No, actually, I guess I can play bat and then take it and then cast raise. So this has to find a sweeper, right? Because if this doesn't find a sweeper, they lose. So I don't block with my bats. That way I don't gain any life, and Amalia doesn't blow my board up. Okay, yeah. So I'm guessing they didn't find a sweeper in the top 3, and that means they're going to lose on the crackback. So the ley line I brought in to stop Hidetsuga's trigger, but Ghost Vacuum also shuts off their push-pull, which is relevant. So let's cut Ace. Or just Interland, Soul Sanctifier, I don't know. Somewhere's about that. Okay. So normally I would think this is fine, right? We have tons and tons of creatures in our deck. We just need to draw them. But every single time I have kept a hand that is like lands raise, Arena always makes me draw more lands. It's every time. To the point where I think the shuffler on Arena is actually rigged. So let's see. This will be a case study. Okay, not a land. We did actually draw a creature. All right, maybe not rigged. Maybe not. Give a counter spell. Yep. All right. Well, these draws have actually been pretty good so far. Oh, they're missing lands? Alright. Combat swing. Let's cast Revenge just to draw. Yeah. I thought about raising as well. Alright, well, I guess they just bricked on lands. Okay. It's not May yet, though. Just suddenly. Okay. Claim rewards. All right. Well, I was going to stop there, but I guess we just got kicked to gold tier, so I wonder if the decks are going to be different here now. That's rough. We don't actually have a white source. So we're on the draw and need to draw a white source, and we have... So if you don't count Bleachbone, it's 5 plains, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 4 Caves of Koilos. So that's 13. So we have a roughly 1 in 4 chance of drawing a white source, and if we don't draw one by turn 3, we're probably going to lose. Raucous Theater. Hallelujah. Alright. Oops. Combat. Swing. Alright, I'm gonna play Voice. That way, if they do have removal, they can only spend it on Gorehound and not this. Yeah. They have to untap and have another removal, I guess. I did debate playing Amalia first. Okay, sure. Start a track set. Okay, that's what we're doing. That's really biting us. Overlord. Mill. Brick. Scrap nut, okay. There's another Overlord. So the moment they find a Zombify, we're fucked. So... Oh, I only have one white source anyway, so I can't play Enduring Innocence. I guess I don't want to let them unearth this, because then it lets them dig more. So let's just play that. What did you get in your hand? It's a land. Alright, play this, pass the turn. There's Raise. I only have one thing to get back, though. So, combat. Wings. Huzzah! Finally white resources. Okay. I guess we're just gonna play Cathar, kill this thing. Torch on Amalia, sacking the Scrapwork Mutt. Sure. Pay the ward. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's fine. Wait. You played a land? Instead of unearthing Mutt? Alright. Flash this in. Kill your Overlord. Did I even do that? Nah, I have... We've got a lot of time, actually. Yeah, let's just get damage in with it. Okay, so... No, if I play Amalia and then I don't find a land, then I can't use Enduring Innocence. Boy, that's rough. Alright, Innocence, combat, swing. Acklezot. Whenever it attacks, blah, 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 blah. Okay. What is it? Each opponent discards. Sure. Well, this isn't attacking through this, so I may as well sack it to kill Overlord now. Alright, they've got nothing to take. So let's Enduring. Draw a card. I'm gonna play a bat just to draw another card. And nothing. Let's just do exactly... Each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't... something or other. Everything dies, but then I get my innocences back, sure. Alright, discard Amalia so that Amalia's in the graveyard, or discard Ellis. Or discard Bat and then play Ellis and Amalia. What am I doing? I guess the real question is, what am I doing next turn? Discard the bat. Ooh. Alright, play Ellis. Draw some cards. Oh ho ho. Yeah, there's no real reason to play Revenge of the Rats right now. We'll just play Amalia. Land, play, I've already played a land this turn. Yeah, and I'm not going to play the other Amalia because we're just going to discard it. Discard Amalia. Here. Oh, as Menace, yeah, there. They're unearthing now. Okay. Sure, man. Whatever you say. So raise, get everything back. Damn! All this stuff happens. Alright, whatever. That's fine. Triggers. No, I should just bin as much stuff as possible so that Rats is up next turn. And so that I can find another raise, potentially. We're drawing a lot of lands. Wow. So, enter land. Trigger, Amalia. Then that. Then play Fortress tapped, and then pass, and then Cathar Commando will blow up FOMO. Render Inert, which does what now? Remove 5 counters from a permanent, draw a card. Okay. So you're playing this just to get Overlord of the Baelmerk online faster? Okay. Beginning of combat, no FOMO. The Rats is at 6 right now. Or I could cast and flash it back, and that causes what to happen? I get 12 triggers. No, sorry, I get 24 triggers. And then Amalia should just kill them. They can't cast anything right now because of voice, but the moment Amalia blows up voice... No, and then Ellis just kills them. Yeah, okay, that's game. So... Revenge of Rats. Yeah, so just eat this. Draw, then we draw. Then we cast the rats again. Triggers. And then just keep on top until we eventually blow the field up and they lose. Alright, they're conceding. Okay, so obviously they're a graveyard deck, so Leyline and Ghost Vacuum, and they also just play a bunch of big creatures, which means Terror Tide's good. It also seems like they're kind of grindy-ish, I don't know, during Innocence, and presumably they have their own artifact, Graveyard Hate as well, so Cathar, and then I also think Night Errant's fine. And then we don't want, presumably tiny bits of life gain are not good against them. Voice of Victory in general is not good if your opponent doesn't have counter spells, so we'll cut those. We'll cut, 2 Hinterlands, Case. So they've got Harvester of Misery. That is definitely useful. I feel like I'm supposed to cut Sinkholes. One Amalia, because then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 life gain sources. Alright, this is fine. Immediate Ghost Vacuum, okay. I guess we're turn 2 batting and then following that up with Amalia. Overlord. Omo back. Play bat. Well, I guess we're taking Torch. And they FOMO. Land. You drew another removal? Oh. Alright, sure. Fine. And this has Delirium online? Come on. Alright, Gorehound. Sinkhole. Even though they have Ghost Vacuum, what are we gonna do? What's on top? Ellis. Sure, we'll keep Ellis on top so that they don't have a target. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So block it the first time. I guess I could double block and take out FOMO. Yeah, this is not getting really much better here. And then they just have Ghost Vacuum to take everything, but we're just in a horrendous position. So, Ellis. Sure. Then Amalia. So we get this one thing off of this. Knight Errant. So they're gonna kill one of our guys, but sure, I'll still keep that. So they're not really Reanimator. They're like a mid-range. They're like Rakdos mid-range that just happens to have Reanimator in it. All right, well, they just have double removal. What can you do? I guess we raise, and then they take one thing, and we get two things back. Oh, sorry, no, we don't get two things back because they have Torch. Yeah, this game's over. So... Alright, yeah, that's still fine. Sure. Do need to draw the third land. Elgaboss Space. Alright, let's flash in Cathar, and then we can go Enduring Innocence next turn, and then Amalia for the trigger on the Enduring Innocence. Potentially. Duress us, sure. They take Raise. Do I want to trade with this? Not really. Alright, flash the Sun. Alright, play Innocence. And I'm not trading with that, so pass. I want to keep it around. Kill a Ghost Vacuum or FOMO or whatever. Go for the throat here, sure. Well, I guess let's just draw cards. Yeah, if they want to trade this, that's fine. Ghost Vacuum, so now these can't trade. Eats Cathar, okay. You're gonna do that on your main phase so that I get free attacks on you? Sure. Guard Harvester. I guess let's draw a bunch. Enduring Innocence. Draw 2 cards. And then I draw more cards if they block rather than the life gain. So let's attack them. I imagine they'll block some of this, right? Yeah. So then this one comes back, and then we get another 2 draws off the Amalia entering. Okay, I would like to draw something else. Not 4 lands and a second Amalia. Torch on Amalia, sure. Grixis, yep. So now they have Ghost Vacuum up. Holy crap. Alright. Amalia. 3 draw triggers. Pylon. Gorehound. Another thing. Okay. If they want to sack their guy to get Harvester back, that is actually bad for us. So let's... Also, I want to be able to attack here. Let's play Gorehound. Then pile on this guy. Tap, 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 tap. He's dead. Alright, way too late for that. Knight Errant's still fine, though. Combat. Back opponent. So, life gain, Amalia triggers... Oh, is it 2 separate instances? I thought it would only be 1. Then play a tap land. They ghost back something. Doesn't matter what. Maybe one of their own things, even. Alright, they take Leyline of Void, sure. Immediately pop that, so that tells me they have Zombify, and they're going to Zombify Harvester and kill everything except Analia, and then Ghostvax takes an Enduring Instance, yeah. Triggers, Ghostvax takes one of them, we get the other one back. It's not such a bad trade for us. Yeah, okay, so... better if I play a land first, so... After this... Get some 1-drops. We bricked on it. Fantastic. Fucking great. Alright, I guess we're gonna play Amalia to draw. We're not gonna do nothing here. Play this, keep this one, draw some more cards. That and Terror Tide, sure. Back to them. Earth's the Mutt. Discarding something or other. Land. They have nothing really that important in their graveyard, right? Yeah, okay. Take them all, yeah. They are getting a lot of stuff under here. Ooh, wow. Alright, so... play another Enduring Innocence. Draw. Leyline, Pylon. Wow, what a sequence. Okay, so I can do both. Yeah. Or I can just pile this on and attack them for 8, and they go to 1. That sounds better. So play Bat. And we draw another card. Abrade versus Zombify. Yeah, so we take... Well, they just have Abrade. Alright, so take Abrade. Brew. I've played a land, right? Yeah, okay. Pylon, target here. Tap, 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 tap. And yeah, so they're going to 1, and they would have to Zombify, get Harvester back, and then they would still die on the next attack. Oh my gosh. Okay, so... where are we? I did like this better. I don't know what's supposed to be in the sideboard. So it's a deck that's still playing Raise the Past, but it fundamentally plays out differently. I'm not sure that you need 2 Case of the Uneaten Feast, but who knows. Or double Cathar Command it. Like, you could probably play with a bunch of these numbers. I'm not sure how good Sinkhole Surveyor is. There's definitely a lot of states where it's good, but there's also a lot of states where it's bad. And then the sideboard, I just guessed on a lot of this. Mostly just taking from the sideboards we'd already made with the deck. I think... Yeah, I don't really like... So, Great Irration City does come in tapped a lot, and Restless Fortress always comes in tapped, which means I don't really like having that many tap lands, so I do think you're not supposed to play, like, all 4. I'm not even sure that Restless Fortress is even good. So Dylan says they are currently playing Dreams of Steel and Oil, Beza, Day of Judgment and Carsey Revenant in the sideboard. And strategic, and they're trying out Strategic Betrayal. So as a reminder to those who don't remember, so Carsey Revenant is this dude. So I guess the idea is, because your opponents are always going to have, like, so you have the Raise the Past plan, right? So your opponents are always going to bring, they're going to have Spell Pierce, they're going to bring in Ghost Vacuum, Rest in Peace, etc. So you just try to transform into just like a more mid-range deck that doesn't care about your sideboard as much. Like, this is a decent threat. And then for those who don't remember, although you probably should, Beza, Day of Judgment, obviously, and then Dreams of Steel, yeah. I guess I just don't own any of them. Not collected. Dreams of Steel and Oil. Pick an artifact or creature, and a card in their, and an artifact or creature in their graveyard, exile them. Not really sure what this is for. Maybe just aggro. Just 1 mana, take their creature or their Quarry Steel Cutter. That seems reasonable. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna, yeah, that's gonna be in for today. I really don't like being this close to the tournament and still playing around with the deck. Like, I thought we had the deck pretty much locked in, and I was just trying to tinker over, like, the exact 75, and then Dylan comes back with, like, hey, there's this actually, like, Amalia-centric version that doesn't even play Bartolome or, like, any of the other cards that we were playing before other than Gorehound, and it's better. And it's like, yeah, it actually does seem better. Is it really better? It does feel better, yes. It's less susceptible to graveyard hate. It feels like it has a better, just mid-range plan when you don't have Raise. There's tons of games where in the previous deck where you would draw, like, you would draw, Surveil, or Scry through 20 cards and not find Raise the Past. Or your opponent just plays Rest in Peace post board, and then you lose until you can answer it, and you have to devote, like, 6 cards in your 75 between Cathar and Felidar Cub to actually destroying Rest in Peace and Ghost Vacuum and whatnot. Gotta be, some of the games the other day were rough, yeah. And so, I do like Revenge of the Rats. Apparently they're not on it. They said it's good against, what did they say? It was good against Pixie and... It's good against Pixie and Dimir mid-range only, but it's very good against them. I think it's also pretty darn reasonable. Like, when you're playing, you know, Case, Hinterland, plus Ellis, like, you're playing 8 sources of when a creature enters, gain life, and then you just have a really huge Revenge of the Rats. It's also nice that you have a card where you can surveil it away. So, like, you know, if you've got a bunch of Surveils or Amalia Explore triggers, you can just put it in your graveyard and that's fine. Synchro Surveyors for what? It's just like a general value creature. It just makes a token, so it's basically every turn you trigger all of your life gain / Gorehounds. Also, this deck has a problem with flyers because your opponents will play Nurturing Pixie, Fear of Isolation, Sun Pearl Kirin, and before you just didn't have an answer to flyers. Like in the old version, I would just play Wreckage Wickerfolk, and that was the only. And you wouldn't even play that many. You'd play like 2 max, and those were the only flyers you had in the whole deck. So this is just another way to having that. This is also a card that it's like if it gets to attack for 1 turn, you don't necessarily have to make a token. You can turn it into a 2/4, and then it survives Nowhere, Cut Down, all the burn spells. But it is a card where it's bad on defense because you do need to be attacking with it to get value out of it. So yeah, this is definitely not going to be the final 75 of the deck, but I think the idea behind it is closer to what we want. Anyways, with that said, hope you enjoyed it. The salt flowed from my veins as usual. Hope that was enjoyable for everyone. I do think this format has a big problem, and the format is just overall really unfun. And the only reason I'm playing it is just because I happen to qualify. So not only did I qualify for Minneapolis, but that alone wouldn't have been enough for me to go. But then Dylan and another friend of ours are also on this deck. And we all just thought, like, hey, wouldn't it be fun if we all went out to Minneapolis and we played this, like, completely off-meta deck that nobody knows about? You know, wouldn't it be cool if this got on, like, a feature match, for example? You know, what if we actually went the distance, one of us actually took down the whole thing with this crazy, you know, Raise of the Past build? Wouldn't that be something? If I wasn't going with them, I would just skip this regional. You should hear me when grief hits the table. I get it. Yeah, it's just the format is so atrocious. It's one of the worst standard formats I've ever seen. I'm struggling to think of one of them that's worse, because there's definitely been standard formats that have like one clearly broken card, like Oko, for example. But I can't think of a standard for, you know, there's definitely been formats like that have very little deck diversity, like Kaladesh Energy, for example. Kaladesh Energy was the only two decks that existed, was the Temur Energy deck and Red Aggro. But the gameplay was actually good. The main problem was just the diversity of decks that were viable. I cannot think of a format that has literally every single deck in the format is miserable to play against in a previous standard. Mask's standard was worse. That's quite the callback. I was not playing at the time, so I can't say it one way or the other. I'm trying to think, like, hang on. All sets. That's not out yet. Dragonstorm. Okay, so let's get to pre... What's the oldest? Is it Brothers War? Or is it Dominaria United? It's one of those. God, there's so many sets. Okay, so Dominaria United. So before that was Streets of New Capenna, Kamigawa. Other than Fable being really good, I don't remember there being a problem. Innistrad Crimson Vow. Innistrad Midnight Hunt. Ventures. Skip Modern Horizons. Strixhaven. Aldheim. Zendikar Rising. Omnath was good in older formats, but in standard, I don't think it was that big of a problem. Corset, Ikoria. DBD. That was fun. Like, I don't remember these formats. Okay, so Throne of Eldraine, that was when we had Oko horse shit running around. And it was also problems because of the previous formats. Yeah, so Throne of Eldraine was an issue, but not this bad. And then Core 20, Where is War? Yeah, so War of the Spark was also pretty horrendous. Specifically, introduction of Planeswalker statics and Teferi and Narset were really, really obnoxious. But other than those, yeah, so I remember not liking War. However, before it was printed, Ravnica and Guild, so Allegiance and Guilds were actually really good. 419. Original Dominaria. So, okay, that had Teferi, Wilderness Reclamation, Nexus of Fate deck. Although even that deck I don't think was that bad. It was slow. You had to get to it. There were answers. Rivals. Rivals, I remember being really weak overall. Original Ixalan. Yeah, same thing there. Hour. Hour had Hazaret, or was that Amonkhet? One of the two. Hazaret was from one of those. Amonkhet had an Hour. Aether Revolt and Kaldesh. They briefly... So, yeah, that was the energy era with red aggro, and they briefly had Saheeli Felidar in the format before they realized that needed to get banned. Okay, so then Eldritch Moon had the Delirium Emrakul stuff. That was a problem. Oath. Oath made Modern miserable, but it was fine in Standard. BFZ. Remember Gideon being really good, but other than that, not really an issue. Okay, Origins, JVP was great, and yeah, so then there was Cons block, and so you had like JVP and fetch lands, and so decks were really expensive. Also, the Dragon deck was super good in Dragons of Tarkir, but it wasn't like miserable to play against. How far back? Journey, so Theros block, that was fine. Also, Cons just got really, really old because of Siege Rhino, but wasn't like horrendous. It just got stale. Dragon's Maze, Gate Crash, Return to Ravnica. I remember that period being really nice, really good gameplay in that era. Then there was Innistrad block. What was the problem there, if anything? I can't think of an issue there. And then Scars block. So there's like Mental Misstep, but then they just quickly took action on that. Then Rise of the Eldrazi, and that's when I started playing, so right around there. Strixhaven was cool. I hope we revisit it someday. I believe that is already confirmed to be on the list of planes that they're revisiting. Yeah, so I do remember there being like a lot of bad Standard formats, but those were usually defined by like one specific card or deck that you could take action on. So like Emrakul, super long games, you know, Teferi Time Raveler, the energy deck. I've never seen before a Standard that is this broken, where every single deck is not only insane, to where these decks are showing up like not just cards from the decks, these decks almost in their entirety are showing up as top tier Pioneer decks. Also, mana curves are crunched into like being largely 2 or less, which is something that you usually only see in like Legacy. But it's that the gameplay is just so incredibly unfun. You die on turn 3 to aggro, and you can't do anything about it. You get scam looped with your opponent making you discard your whole hand, or just they just keep bouncing their fucking removal spell over and over and kill everything. Or they have like Beanstalk or some other draw engine that makes it so you can't possibly keep up with them. And then when it's not those decks, it's some other deck that, while it isn't in the top tier, has some other bullshit in it, like Enduring Curiosity, so that they are drawing multiple extra cards a turn and you can't even kill the thing or else because it comes back. Or it's like the stupid Doomsday deck where they just one for one everything you do, and then they go Doomsday, mill you, you lose. It's such a broken format. Anyway, on that cheery note, that brings us to the end of the stream. So, I'm not sure if I'm doing another one of these. I've got one more day before Minneapolis, so I might come back tomorrow and practice some more. But other than that, so it's either today or tomorrow will be the last stream before Minneapolis. Anyway, take care. Have a good day.